Are you happy? Are you thrilled? You got to make me say it. You made me say the words you wanted, right? Well, you got it. Y'all make me tired. Y'all make me tired. Y'all make me tired. So we looked over a Caleb and Sophia video a little bit ago, and it was a decently long one, but it got me to thinking. There are some older ones that we've never touched on the channel, and maybe I should take some time to go through them. So, before we start, I'm going to go ahead and let you know, if there's any favorites, in giant quotation marks, that you want me to specifically look over, go ahead and throw them into video suggestions. This one was actually sent in video suggestions, so I guess this is the one you guys have to see. It's titled One Man and One Woman, and it's from about 4 years ago, but you know what they say about propaganda. It never truly ages. It only ages you. But first, the fan art section, the best kind of propaganda. This one is from Reikariku Mushi. Slime Suris meets my cats. Unfortunately, Coconetti doesn't understand consent. He only wants cuddles. All the cuddles. I know what that's like. I know lots of cats that will take cuddles no matter what you do. The next one we have here is from Fluffer Bakura. Really proud of how this looks. Neko Suris is very fun to draw. Well, thank you very much, Fluffer Bakura. This looks awesome, and I like the creativity people manage with the slime. Though, I'm definitely contested on what seems to almost be fur, but not quite thigh high. It's really... There's something happening here, and it's halfway between furry and I don't know what. But, as always, everybody, thank you all for your fan art submissions. If you want your fan art to be in a future video, the best way to do so is to drop a fan art piece into the fan art section of the Discord. With that said, let's go ahead and get right into One Man, One Woman. But not at the same time. That would be ungodly.
Mom, I drew our family in school today.
I like how the quality of this is just absolutely atrocious. There's only 144p.
Oh, wow. I didn't have time to finish Caleb's face. Carrie drew two mommies. She told me they're married to each other. My teacher says that all that matters is that people love each other and that they're happy.
I mean, that is kind of all that matters there. If people love each other and they're happy, then that's it. Like that's really it. Like that's as far as it goes. Is everybody involved consenting? Are adults involved with adults? Then we're good. I have to make the clarification because somebody in my audience, and they reply about this more often than I think should be humanly comfortable, about how actually kids can consent. No, they can't. Stop. They can't. Please quit. Go away. Anyways.
Well, people have their own ideas about what is right and wrong. But what matters is how Jehovah feels.
I like how the idea that Jehovah, who is not a human, and does not have to deal with human affairs, his thoughts and feelings are more important than anyone else. He's not human. He doesn't deal with our struggles. He doesn't deal with any of our human garbage. And if he did, it was for like a blip of time. Doesn't really matter that it only happened once. The fact that his opinion matters, and that's the narrative they go with, bothers me greatly. Now, granted, I understand, as this is propaganda, it's going to be presented uncritically, because there is no need for it to be presented with any level of criticality. The idea is to imbibe it, accept it, and then be able to regurgitate it later. That's the idea. Hammer the Sig, thank you very much for redeeming your points for an owl.
He wants us to be happy, and he knows how we can be happiest. That's why he invented marriage the way he did.
I like how the idea that God invented marriage is just, again, uncritically thrown out there, ignoring the breadth of history of human beings inventing various different ways to get married. Also, Stryker, thank you for redeeming yourself, or yourself. Thank you for redeeming your points for an ada, you fucking degen. But this is one of the interesting things about this. When you throw the responsibilities for everything in the human race onto any deity at all, it doesn't matter which one. When you throw everything onto the feet of that deity, it becomes very easy to sweep basic, broad questions under the rug. Like, hey, why did Jehovah make marriage this way? Oh, because it works out better that way. But why? Why can't other kinds of humans love each other? Well, that's not how Jehovah designed it. You see, it only matters this way because this is the only way that humans can breed. Okay, so what about people who fall in love that are infertile? Are they less valid? Well, no, because they could have at some point. Okay, what about trans people? They kind of muck up the entire thing. Well, Jehovah never made mistakes when he makes people, so there can't be trans people. Oh, so he never made mistakes, like when he made them trans. Well, he didn't make them trans, they chose to be that way. Oh, okay. So the all-powerful God who knows the future, so he also knows everything and can control it and actively does and actively has a plan for the entire world, did not choose to make a person trans. You can either have God intended on them being trans or God didn't, and if he didn't, the fact that they operated outside of that kind of undermines his ability to be all-powerful. I still hold that if a being is a tri-omni being, they can't experience want. But that's just me. So what about people born crippled? All part of Jehovah's plan, I guess. All part of Jehovah's plan.
You mean one man and one woman?
Exactly. Look at Genesis 1:27.
I like how she says, yeah, God created marriage, one man, one woman. Created marriage. The first kind of marriage. Created. One man, one woman. And then Abraham fucked it all up. How many patriarchs in the Bible had multiple wives? How many stories in the Bible are there of a man with multiple wives? There's a lot. There's a lot of them. But don't worry. God created marriage as one man, one wife, and that's the only way it's supposed to be, ignoring all the people in the Bible where that's not the case.
Jehovah created Adam and Eve, male and female. Then in Genesis 2:24, he said that a man will stick to his wife.
That was him just saying that man's gonna boink his wife. You want us to stick to them. You want us to stick them. It's a penis joke.
Later, Jesus said the same thing. Jehovah's Standards haven't changed. It's kind of like going on an airplane. What would happen if someone wanted to bring something on the plane that wasn't allowed?
They couldn't go on their trip.
Right. It's the same with Jehovah.
Right. I like how the logic here is, well, this thing's not allowed, so we can't have it. The question of why it's not allowed is not really properly explored. The question of if that was the best decision possible is not really properly explored. Because, again, it doesn't have to be. It's propaganda. The point is not to properly explain everything. The point is not to actually do a deep dive into any of it. The point is just to accept on face value that this is the case, and not only that this is the case, but that this is the best way for it to be. Jehovah said so, so it must be true. Stopheles, also known as Cute Dark Arts, has said screw Jehovah. And for 50,001 channel points, Uwu is superior. Are you happy? Are you thrilled? You got to make me say it. You made me say the words you wanted, right? Well, you got it. Now fuck off. Into the black hole you go. 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 Into hole chan. She's waiting. She can take you. I guarantee she can take you. Go away. That was a weird face that my face made. Let's ignore my face made that face.
He wants us to be his friend and live in paradise forever.
God wants us to be his friend so much that he created a world in which many of us necessarily would not be. Huh.
But we have to follow his standards to get there. At Matthew 7:13 and 14, it talks about the road leading to paradise. To get there, Jehovah says we have to leave some things behind.
Yeah, but why? Yet it's all well and good to repeatedly tell us you're gonna have to leave these things behind. That is not the button I meant to press. I am now a JPEG. Huh. I am now I need to get rid of this background on me because I have a green haze. There we go. The green haze is gone now. That was really starting to bug me. I don't know if that stays in the final cut. That is entirely my editor's choice. I have no idea if that sticks or not. Of course, I'll leave them when I'm dead, because I'm dead, I have no use. Like, okay, it's just one of those things, like, accept uncritically there are things you can't take with you, things Jehovah doesn't like. Okay, why can't those things be taken with us? Why do those things have to be left behind? There needs to be a reason behind those things. But again, the idea behind these videos is not to let children think critically. It's not to let children have the tools to come to their own decisions. The idea behind these videos is to teach kids to listen to authority and then regurgitate what the authority says to other people. Notice how in the last Caleb and Sophia video we watched, Sophia, the friends that she wanted that were her own age, she did not get. But she did get a friend who was several years older than her, one that could influence her and keep her further indoctrinated into the religion. The best relationships, as far as Jehovah's Witnesses are concerned, are ones that are hierarchical and, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, abusive. Those relationships are what are best for a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses. Do not question the authority, merely accept its necessity.
That means anything Jehovah doesn't approve of.
But I want everyone to get to paradise.
So does Jehovah. And you know what? People can change. That's why we share his message.
Think about what she just said there. Everyone wants to get to paradise. We want everybody to get to paradise. People can change. Think about the baggage that has to be left at the door. You're asking people who are gay to leave their love at the door, to leave the people that they love the most at the door. On its surface, the message that people can become better versions of themselves and they can change is fine. It's in tons of media. It's an okay message. But when you have that message on the back of the idea that those people need to abandon healthy things for them merely because a creator deity said so, now it starts to smack a little bit of not so great.
So, what can you say to Carrie?
Well, I could tell her about the paradise. I could tell her about the animals.
Carrie, if you want to go to paradise, if you want your moms to go to paradise, tell them to break up. They need to have men in their lives. Think about how fucked up of a thing that is to say to a kid. You are literally instructing a child to go tell another child to tell her parents to break up. There is no wonder why Sophia is so depressed and without friends later in this series. She tells people they're gonna go to hell all the time.
And the resurrection.
That's awesome. Let's practice.
Now you can learn how to propagandize too. Just like me. Yeah, no. It's gross. It's disgusting. Trying to force people who do not share your religious values. To be part of your religion is gross. It doesn't matter what that religion is. I think proselytization is gross. If your religion is a personal relationship between you and whatever deity you want it to be, then by all means, have that personal relationship. But have it far away from people who do not want it in their face. If you want to worship a god, do that. There are plenty of ways you can do that. But forcing everybody else to participate with you is toxic, it's unnecessary, and if your goal is to get more people to want to be part of your religion, the last way to do it is by functionally being an annoying nag with it. And that's what Jehovah's Witnesses really want you to be. An annoying nag. To be fair, Stephen Led is just a pseudonym for Sheev Palpatine. What does that even mean? Jassaproxy, what does that even mean? What was that in relation to? Where did that come from? I'm so confused. He's one of the 7 heads of the Jehovah's Witnesses. Okay. Fair enough. I will worship Holchan, and if other people don't as well, I think the whole will eat them. Why did you guys turn a literal static piece of imagery from Mario Galaxy into a character in my streams? And I shit you not. That is a thing people have done. I shit you not. I shit you not. Holchan is a thing because of you people. You named the whole Greg first. We just renamed her. Yeah, if I had kept the name Greg, this wouldn't have happened. I guarantee it. Y'all make me tired. Y'all make me tired. Y'all make me tired. Probably still could have. I don't. Just go away. Find a different channel to watch. Anyways, as always, everybody, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Hit the like button if you haven't already. The Vulpixes are supposed to be the cute part of this, not the fucking cosmic waifu you created. You fucking weebs. Insert end video tagline here.